Well, so the government wants to tax bread and flour, but the MPs have said, nah, that ain't gonna happen. In politics today, UDA says that DP Ruto is not assured of their presidential ticket. Will this have any impact? Stick around. I will tell you all about that, and I'll also tell you which roads will be closed this Safari Rally weekend so you don't get stuck, while trying to move around. Welcome to Speed Feed. This is where we take a look and talk about the day's trending stories and everything else you need to know. My name is Kimani Mugo. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live on Facebook and YouTube as always. Please don't forget to share this stream with your friends. If you're watching on Facebook, they'll love it because you love it. I'm Anam Nagani. Please share it, especially if you're watching on Facebook because we are live. Yes, let's start to take a look at today's big news. What's the biggest story you need to know today in the news? Parliament's Finance Committee, they have rejected Treasury's proposal to add taxes on bread, flour and motorcycles. So those three things were supposed to have the taxes added, but the MPs want the Treasury to amend the VAT Act, that had proposed to add a 60% VAT on bread and also increase taxes for borders. They argued that this will affect ordinary citizens by increasing the cost of living. It was obvious. It was right there. The government wanted to raise more money by taxing us more. But this time the MPs have, stood in that way. They said no, that they're not going to accept those amendments. Yeah? Some good things. At least a positive story that the MPs are doing in Parliament. Because we are live, give me your reactions and comments. I'll be reading them as we go on with the show. We are live, yes, and I'm checking out your comments as we go on because I do that here on this show. Yeah? Thank you so much for all of you who are watching. Someone is already here commenting. I see... Kenya, I see you. You're saying congratulations to me. Yeah, thank you for congratulating me for being on this show. Thank you, Kenya. Yes, give me your comments. We'll be reading them as we go on with the show. Give me your reactions to some of these stories because we're about to talk about DP Ruto. Have two stories about him. Like this one, which is reported by the Star today, that DP Ruto, his strategy and game plan for 2022. He said that the DP camp is reported to be considering picking former agriculture CS Mwangi Kiunjuri as Ruto's running mate. Yeah? Do you think this is going to be a good move? Give me a reaction. Because they're also planning to create a chief minister post, which is meant to attract more political heavyweights in their power distribution plan. And the chief minister position will be offered to leaders from the Western region as, they plan to increase their appeal in that region. So that's their power sharing plan. Also, according to this piece by the Star, the DP is planning to recruit one NASA principal to his camp, to add more weight. And this morning, he seems to have gotten someone else in his camp because he met Kiambu Women Rep Gathoni wa Mushomba, who has now joined the Hustler Nation. Our senior political affairs reporter, John Badi, spoke to her on phone this morning after photos of Gathoni wa Mushomba and the DP started being shared by UDA-affiliated MPs. And she said that she has not defected from Jubilee, but she is aligning herself with the DP. She said that that's what her constituents want her to do. So, yeah, that's what she has done. Yeah, and still in hustler politics today. And this is a big one because, I don't know what significance it has, but you tell me here, because we are live, give me a comment on this. Because UDA Secretary General Veronica Maina, she was in an interview yesterday with Citizen and said that the 2022 UDA presidential ticket is not reserved for the DP. They say that the DP will have to be subjected to a nomination process because there are candidates interested in the party's ticket as well. She did not say who the other candidates are, but do you think this is going to have any impact on Ruto's candidature with UDA? I mean, why did she bring it up? Yeah, that's driving the conversation today in politics. And now, on that note, let's switch gears, literally, because gears are going to be switched this weekend on this Safari Rally weekend. And there's a new update from the Interior Ministry on which roads will be closed during the rally. So pay attention. Eldoret Nakuru Highway will be closed tomorrow. So kesho, watu Eldoret, if you want to go to Nakuru, that road is going to be closed for the rally. On Friday, on Friday though, Kericho Nakuru Highway is the one that's going to be closed on Friday. On Saturday, Nyahururu Nakuru Highway will be closed. And on Sunday, it affects Nairobians because Mombasa Road, Nairobi Maimahio, and Nairobi, Nairobi Maimahio and Nairobi Nyahururu Highway will be closed. Yeah, and that also includes the Narok Maimahi Road. So yeah, on Sunday, this is mostly for Nairobians because Mombasa Road is going to be closed for the Safari Rally. And, make sure you take care of yourselves if you're going out there to Naivasha and, to watch the rally. It's going to come to Nairobi on Sunday. So for those of you who miss out on that action, yeah, you'll have a chance to see the fast cars, the fast and furious cars. Yeah, let's talk about other stories as we go on. Leave me a comment. Thank you so much for someone else is here. Let me show you as we go. Desta Husman is here. He's saying Agenda 2030, Chinese will steal Africa when they stays corrupt. If we continue with that trend of corruption, the Chinese agenda will be the 2030 agenda. Thank you for your comment. Let's go on with what's making the news today. Here in Nairobi, the county has set aside 35 million shillings to build a house for the county assembly speaker. This is because the SRC in 2018, they scrapped the payment for rent for speakers. And this is because speakers were earning 150,000 shillings monthly for house allowance. And so the SRC asked county assemblies to either build or buy houses for their speakers. And Nairobi County has finally complied. Other counties as well, they're building houses for the governor and the deputy governor and the speaker. And so here in Nairobi, they have decided to set aside 35 mic to build a house for the speaker. Still, in Nairobi, do you not like the way your apartment looks? Do you think it's looking too old and your landlord needs to do something about it? Well, NMS has ordered all landlords to repaint their buildings within 60 days or they will face a 1,500 shillings per day penalty. This is according to Director General Mohammed Badi, who says that it is in line with county bylaws and the Public Health Act, which requires property owners to repaint their buildings every 2 years. Yeah, it's also a beautification project for Nairobi. Yeah. It's a good move, right? Some houses look really bad. And I guess it's time to, refurbish them. Are they going to follow it? Yeah, Mohammed Badi says that he gave this order a year ago, but the landlords complained the economic situation wasn't so good because of COVID. But now he says things are pretty much getting back to normal, so they should repaint their houses within 60 days. Yeah. And that should happen because the government offices or government buildings within the CBD, they have all been repainted. That's what he says. But meanwhile, let's talk about some more politics. Let's just throw in this one here. Because at the One Kenya Alliance, Gideon Moi's commitment is being questioned because he is said to have skipped some important coalition meetings with the rest of the team. That includes Wiper's Kalonzo, ANC's Musalia Mudavadi, and Ford Kenya's Moses Wetangula. So they've been meeting, and Gideon Moi is said to have missed some important meetings. So this story came out because One Kenya Alliance was having a meeting yesterday, and a statement after the meeting was only signed by 3 principals, excluding Gideon Moi. And so questions were being raised whether he attended, whether he took it seriously. Nation quoted Moi, though, responding to the question of whether he has been missing key meetings, and he said that he had not missed all the meetings. He added that he was in yesterday's meeting, but he left early for another engagement. So yeah, just commitment issues being brought up here, show up for the date. Meanwhile, an interesting story here. Yesterday, the hearing of the 39 billion fake arms deal case against former sports CS Rashid Echesa. It was going on at the courts, and a journalist turned up for coverage, of course, because it's of huge public interest. But they were barred from covering the hearing. Actually, they were kicked out because there was a directive to bar the media, which was issued by Senior Principal Magistrate Kennedy Cheriot after an application by the DPP, because 3 KDF officials were testifying, and the magistrate noted that the testimonies were sensitive and crucial, so the media would not be allowed to be there to cover the live proceedings. Yeah. On Monday, though, as the case was going on, witnesses who testified told the court that Echesa took 2 white men to the office of the DP before he was arrested for, defrauding those police traders in the 39 billion fake guns scandal. So yeah, that's the latest. Basically, yeah, watu wa press liambiwa tokeni hapa na hizo makamera zenu. Yeah. But it's because KDF officials were testifying and their testimonies were sensitive. And so the magistrate said, nah, you guys are not invited to the party. Let's move on. Francis Atwoli Road. Yes, again. Yes, again. So, yesterday, a group of youth from Mukuru, Korogosho, Dandora, Kariobangi, and Waraka, they came together to install this sign. Yeah, see, that's a new Atwoli Road sign. And where is Atwoli Road, by the way? It is smack in the middle of Kileleshwa, but this youth from, Mukuru and the other areas, they came all the way and reinstalled it. You can see that's a guy who, anaitwa Gaucho, General Gaucho, the guy in red there. So they came back to reinstall it. This one is a stronger one, and it cannot be easily dismantled like the other ones. And they said they will sleep next to the signage so that those who always take it down can be nabbed. Yeah. So I think at this point, I don't know why we're still talking about that road. Okay, it was renamed. I don't think there's a way anyone is going to reverse that process, because they take it down, people take it down, take it back up again, and maybe we should just move on. Right? Give me a comment on that. Yeah. Sir Kenya, you're saying General Badi is doing great for Kenyan communities on Facebook. Sam is here, says Badi should come to Thika and do the same. Yeah, Sam is saying that houses in Thika, some of them look so dilapidated, they should be given an order, all landlords, to repaint their houses. Thank you so much for your comments. Sam is also asking Naivasha niaje hii weekend. Mimi, my friends, hakuna mahali ninaenda. I'm not going to Naivasha. No, because I know in Naivasha, there will be way too many people. So it might not even be the best experience unless you're just looking to be in the middle of the chaos, unless you're looking to just be, there, because a lot of people have, booked rooms in Naivasha. Also, yeah, if your relationship is not very stable right now, you might want to be making sure that your significant other is not going to elope to Naivasha. Yeah, well, because Subaru boys are a lot. Yeah, thank you for your comments. Give me your comments as we go on with the show. Meanwhile, on other news today, the DCI, they received 14 bikes from Germany through GIZ to aid the fight against crime. Germany is collaborating with the DCI because of the growth in cross-border crime. And these bikes here, look nice. Yeah, like fast bikes. Yeah, they say that they will help in the fight against crime because, they were given to both the DCI and the Anti-Terror Police Unit, to help the officers get to the crime scenes faster. I wonder, but these bikes also part of those ones that were meant to be taxed? Yeah, you can see that they're, nice looking bikes, I have to say. Yeah, Martin Kenya, wewe hauna besti yako na Subaru? Yeah, I do. Actually, come to think of it, a lot of my friends actually just drive Subarus. I wonder why. Yeah, a lot of them began to switch though. But I can promise you, I'm not going to be one of those people who's going to go to Naivasha. But take note, the Safari Rally is coming to Nairobi though on Sunday. On Sunday, you don't have to go to Naivasha. It's gonna come here on Sunday, but Mombasa Road itafungwa. Lakini, with all the construction that's going on Mombasa Road, and then the road is closed, what is going to become of this country on Sunday, of this Nairobi on Sunday? What? I don't know. Yeah, thank you for your comments. And there's another story also here that worth noting. So a police officer from a unit called the Critical Infrastructure Protection Unit, he was arrested by other cops after being caught red-handed, allegedly robbing a businesswoman at gunpoint in Chuka. This is in the Rakanithi. And the officer, according to a police report, he requested to withdraw money from the woman's mobile money shop, and he turned against her. He is said to have entered the kiosk through the back door and robbed the woman of 9,000 shillings in cash. Of course, the public got note of this and they wanted to lynch him, but the police got there just in time and they arrested him. Meanwhile, those who were involved in the NYS corruption scandal, they're still being pursued. Yesterday, the High Court froze the 3 bank accounts of companies linked to one James Thoitan Derito, a businessman in Nairobi who is suspected to have been used to embezzle funds from the NYS. So the Assets Recovery Agency, they went to court to have his accounts frozen after getting a letter from one bank indicating that it had terminated all account relationships with the businessman and his companies because of suspicious transactions in those accounts. And lastly, on the feed today, sad story here by a citizen, in the case of where a pub owner was stabbed to death by an unidentified suspect after a fight broke out, in a love triangle. So a female bar owner, or a female bar attendant, she checked into a room with the suspected murderer. And then the pub owner stopped into the room because he is also said to have been involved with the lady, the lady who was at the center of the story, and the suspect stabbed the bar owner severally after the fight broke out, killing him on the spot. Police are still pursuing him. Yeah, and it's just sad. I mean, every day we read of such cases, it's just saddening, right? Why? Anyway, that is the feed for today. Let's take a look at who Twitter is mad about. And meanwhile, while we are at it, there's a certain Twitter space that has been going on for like over 10 hours. Yeah. People just discussing things. I got on it, I couldn't understand what was going on. There's a guy called Pilipo who's trending right now on Twitter because of, he's running a Twitter space and it got so chaotic. The subject of, if you're not very familiar with Twitter, it's a very, how can I describe Twitter? Give me one word that describes Twitter, Malvin. Yeah? Streets? Yeah, it's like, in high school, the way you were in high school and then there was that notorious class where there was, every day there are noisemakers, there's a fight, there's someone who's being suspended. Sometimes like you'll have half of the class suspended, like that one class. That's what Twitter is. And so, they're discussing. So there's just get on it. There's a guy called Amerix, and there's a whole discussion, but it's trending. I need to let you know. I can't give you all the details because, get on Twitter Spaces. But Facebook have also launched audio spaces as well. They're all called Spaces, called Facebook Live Audio. Yeah, where you can be logged in. Let's see if it's active. I don't know if it's active right now. Let's see. But Facebook is also going to be introducing that, so you can easily You can now do the whole spaces thing, the audio spaces thing. Yeah. But yeah, that space is trending right now. So if you see that Filippo guy, that's why, because of that Twitter space. Yeah, look for it and join in and probably tell me if you understand what's going on there. Meanwhile, Naivasha is also trending. Safari Rally, of course, is trending. Starts tomorrow. Yeah, because of all of that. M-Pesa are also launching. Yeah, they're launching something today. The new M-Pesa app, right? Yeah, it's let me get for you. It's called. Is it called? Yeah, M-Pesa Super App. Yeah, it has some new features on it. Yeah, that's why they're trending today. So yeah, topic of conversation. Gideon Moore is trending because of what I just highlighted. You know, he's been missing a couple of important meetings at the One Kenya Alliance coalition. Who else is Twitter talking about today? Thika Road, because yesterday there was a car that was sprayed with bullets on Thika Road, and there's mystery towards the story because nobody knows why the person in the car was attacked. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Who else? Why is Nameless trending right now? Nameless is trending for some reason. Let's see why. Let's see why Nameless is trending. Well, Nameless is trending. There seems to be no reason why Nameless is trending. I don't see a story as to why he's trending. Yeah, it's just Nameless is trending for some reason. For some reason, that's what's happening right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it on what's trending today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shall we take a look at comments? Yes, of course. Because we are live. Thank you so much. I don't want to leave without reading your comments. Yeah, there's someone who is liking this video on Facebook so much. I see you. Thank you so much for reacting. I love it. Some of you may not comment. You don't always leave a comment, but you react. You leave a like, you leave a laugh emoji, or yeah, the like and the laugh emoji, or the smiling emoji because you like the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, and they're responding. They're continuing to like. Thank you. I love it when people do that. Anyway, yeah, I think I've read some of these comments. Let me check out on Kenyans.co.ke. Yeah, in case your bundles are about to go off, you can log on to Kenyans.co.ke and we have a graphic. Yes, Kenyans.co.ke with the latest news. As I always say, the website is well arranged. You always find the latest news there. All the stories you'll find there, they're arranged in a chronological order. Remember back in the day when Instagram used to be, the Instagram algorithm used to arrange things in a chronological order? Yeah, that's how things are arranged on Kenyans.co.ke. So you can find the latest news over there. Let's see if there's a story that has broken as we were live here. Secrets your employer won't tell you, but you need to know. Interesting. What are some of these secrets? Let's see. I see everyone in studio has gotten very interested in that story. So, okay. Bosses notice when you sneak in the back. Own your mistakes. Despite what your parents told you, you are not a special snowflake. Yeah. Give bad updates as well as good ones. Some of the things, yeah. Learn to take criticism. Your emails might make you sound unprofessional. When writing an email, avoid using a hash tone, which is likely to invite conflict. Yeah. Have you ever written? Oh, written. Jesus. Hey. Okay, Sawa. We need to end the show. Yeah, it's an interesting article. Covering up your mistake is the worst mistake you can make. Interesting. Two major Nairobi highways to avoid tomorrow. As we said, the Eldoret-Nakuru highway is going to be closed tomorrow for the Safari Rally. More details also on Kenyans.co.ke. Who else? Yeah, some interesting stories. Nairobi Starter Pack Taxi drivers taking extreme measures over rising crime. Wamushomba defects to Ruto camp, cites pressure. CCTV captures gang of 5 stealing from a supermarket. Southern bypass insecurity. DCI sweep captures 15 suspects and 102 phones recovered. Yeah, the Southern bypass. The DCI have been, cracking down on that sector. DCI have been outdoing themselves of late. IEBC deals blow to BBI proposal on new constituencies. How businesses can benefit from little-known government agencies. Yes, those are some stories that you can find right now that people are reading on Kenyans.co.ke. Thank you so much. As I always say, outside of this show, there is little else that you find that you need to know. Yeah, little else is trending outside of this show. Now you're in the know about everything. Thank you so much for watching. See you again tomorrow here on Speed Feed. Goodbye.